Yo, what is up guys, MattWic here, and we are back with another NHL 18 player development video. We're in our Vegas draft franchise mode where we're at the start of the 2026 season, I believe. 2026 season, just coming off our big Stanley Cup season. We made a huge acquisition that you guys are just going to love. But let's get right into it. We've got about 20 minutes right now until the Penguins play the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I want to see that game. Got my jersey on. I'm ready to go. So let's try to get through this a little quicker than usual. We'll see what we can do, though. So here we have Anaheim, two elites that haven't developed to their full potential yet, and they got a couple top four guys there, Kopp and Visakis. Let's see the elites. When was this guy drafted? In the third round. Okay, let's go check out the rest of the in-the-system roster. They got a couple guys that need to develop. They got good prospects there. They got Vegeta there. He's 23 years old, though, so he needs to get it going. He's drafted in 2022, so he's been around for a little while now. Let's check Arizona, see what they've got. Most of their team looks like they've developed. They got a couple top four defensemen, Radulov, and then they got a top nine forward in Grachev. In the system, they have a good prospect pool there. They have a low elite, 20 years old there. So he really needs to pick it up. And then throughout here, they have a couple top nines, top sixes, and a top four guy who are going to be developed. These two guys look pretty good right there. So let's go back to the main roster, take another look. Boston, O'Neill, Toms, these guys were both top five picks in the first round in their respective drafts. Thomas, let's take a look at him. Akil Thomas, so he was a first-round pick, 11th overall. And he was a first-round pick. So they've hit on all their first-round picks, and that's all you can really ask for out of Boston. So let's see. Low elite there. Boland, he's really the only prospect. I mean, they have a good prospect pool. I mean, this is what I just saw. I did a little bit of scouting through the teams, just seeing what they got. I mean, the prospect pools look nice. These teams got guys they just need to develop. And I mean, it's nice that not every guy is a surefire guy because, you know, whenever you're drafting in, like, real life and you're looking at these guys, they all look like they can be the next, like, superstar player. Like, the top five picks are all saying, oh, these guys are going to be studs in the league. And, you know, it doesn't always turn out that way. Maybe they play, like, look at Devontae Smith-Pelly. People thought he was going to be a super offensive forward. They were just talking about it last night, and they thought he was going to be a super offensive power forward, score a lot of goals, and it just hasn't panned out. So, you know, it's nice to see that that kind of happens in this game too now, and that there's more players that will develop, though. But let's see, we have Macias here, drafted in the 5th round, 2023. He's looking pretty good. 21 years old, 86 overall, has a nice $7.7 million contract. Wonton there, a 3rd-round pick, 84 overall. Nice to see there. A couple top 6 forwards in the lineup. In the system, let's see what they got. They got a nice prospect pool again. Another team, Strumbalumbalopoulos. His brother plays for Detroit. Good to see the Strumbalumbalopoulos family making the break in the NHL. A lot of prospects there. A lot of medium top 9, top 6, top 4 guys. Let's go back to the main roster, down to Calgary. 3 medium elites there, Guy Brulette, McLeod, and Picard. Let's see, Brulette, he was drafted in the 3rd round. He hasn't changed too much, I don't think. I think, if anything, these guys have changed maybe 1 or 2 overall, which isn't too much in a year. So let's see, Tyrone Tham, what a name. I need to see if my boy Jacquezie has made it up into the NHL yet. I didn't see anything from him last I don't think he's on the AHL squad. I want to see what he looks like, though. Delmas, Loktionov, 57 overall, low elite, 19 years old, so he's got some years. But another team, guys, look at all those prospects that they have to develop. That's nice to see. Down to Carolina, the 5th-round pick from the most recent, or 3rd pick overall from the most recent draft. Orlando Ferrara, 80 overall. He's looking pretty good. We got Appel there, Cesar Appel, 4th round. I remember when he got taken. Visakis, 3rd-round pick. And then we got, let's see, we got a 1st-round pick there. Teravainen, we have another 1st-round pick. And we have a 3rd-round pick there. So a nice little mix there in their lineup. Let's go to in the system, see what they got. Again, good prospect pools. We haven't really seen a team that hasn't had a good set of prospects so far, so it's nice to see. All right, so let's go back to the main roster. I think when we're really going to start seeing a lot of like rosters completely made up of made-up players is whenever we get into in the next 2 years maybe, and just see what happens. So we're at Chicago. Kyle Fitzmorris here, 2022 3rd overall pick. He's looking great, 87 overall. Haynes, 81, nice pick there. When was he taken? 1st round again, 5th overall. So actually, you'd like a little bit more than him. He's a 5th overall pick, 81 overall. See, that's what I'm talking about. These guys, they're not surefire. I mean, third overall here, 80 overall, 25 years old, so kind of a miss there. They picked this guy up from Philadelphia, it looks like. And then we have Jack Nash. I think I remember when he got taken 5th round, 2018. Wow, he's still developing, but he hasn't made it very far. Let's see, nothing else really there. Patty Kane, I looked, he's still in the league. Wow, Chicago's got a lot of elites, though. Shirokov, 3rd round, 80 overall. Shishkinov, 3rd round, 66th overall. He's 80 overall as well. And then they have 2 more low elites to develop. I don't know why wouldn't they call those guys up and put them in the league, man? Get them playing. Again, nice pool of prospects to choose from there. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's go see next team, Colorado Avalanche. Let's see, Veleno, how's he doing? 86 overall, top 6 forward. Wasn't he an elite? I swear he was a medium elite player, but I guess maybe he's dropped a little bit. I don't know. Let's see how he's been doing, his attributes. Let's see if he's been struggling a little bit. Minus 16 last year. He's only been a best as a plus 11, plus 1 all after that. That's not too good, so maybe that's hurt his development a little bit. I don't know, guys. Leave it in the comments below. I thought he was a medium elite, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Harvey Wellwood, 7th round pick. Very nice there. Low top 6, 76 overall. He's in the league, too. He's in the league. So Colorado does not look very good if they have these guys in their NHL team. And that's something we'll do. We'll get through this a little bit faster so that we can check out the lines in the NHL and see what they look like. Yashin, he was undrafted. Nice free agent pickup there. I think we traded them for their 1st overall pick, and this is who we gave. We gave them our 1st and then that guy. So it looks like we are big winners of that deal because we got a medium franchise player, which would never happen in real life. But, I mean, once you see my roster now, you're just going to shit your pants. And it's crazy, boys. It's crazy. Sonny Milano tearing it up so far this year. He's got a couple goals in a couple games. 30 years old at 80 overall. No prospects needing to develop on their squad. Brathwaite, 3rd round pick. What was he? Medium elite. Nice pick there. 74 overall, 20 years old, so he's doing good. And again, lots of prospects to pick from. Lots of prospects. And that's another thing, guys, is whenever you're looking at these teams, definitely realize that if you have a bottom 6 guy, you don't have enough space on your roster for him. You're going to get, there's plenty of opportunities to get top 6, top 9 guys. That's better than a bottom 6 guy's going to be. So just really think about that when you're signing guys. Here's our boy, Bill McLaren, the 99 overall speed defenseman. He's defensive too. Man, I need to play a game against Dallas just to see this guy zooming on the ice. 99 aggressiveness as well. This guy's a stud. Every time I see him, I just crap my pants. Rocky Street, wow, 2025 1st round pick. Look at this guy, medium elite, 84 overall already. That guy's a stud and a half. 19 years old, too. That's awesome. What we got? Grant Perot here. 1st round pick, 10th overall. Very nice. Let's see what they got in the system. Again, another team with lots and lots of prospects. So no shortages there. Just need those guys to develop. Let's go back and look. Detroit Red Wings. Oh, man. Look at their team. That team almost looks like mine with all those elites. Let's see. George DiNicola, 1st round, 2nd overall, 86 overall. He's pretty nice. Daniel Gannon. Another 1st round pick, medium elite, 18 years old. Shane Higgins, 91 overall. Guy's a stud. Our boy, Strumbalombolopoulos, 90 overall. That's pretty awesome. Maybe you have to play a game against Detroit as well to see what they look like. Tim Lepesto, a nice 2nd round pick there. And then we have Henry, 79 overall there. When we go through their roster, I'm really going to be interested to see because I think that's all that they have really on their team. They don't really have anything else, like nobody who's developed into a mid player. They have just like some awesome off the wall, like 90 overall players, and then they have like a bunch of like 75s on the team, I think. This is what their prospect pool looks like. Again, stacked, loaded with guys. No shortage of good prospects. Down to Edmonton. Urchina, 79 overall. He's not really been developing. I mean, 7th round pick, so I mean, you get what you get out of him. 79 overall, not bad, but low elite. You'd hope he'd be better. 4th round pick here, so Edmonton's really been stealing some guys. Low elite there, 22 years old, so he's got years to develop. Draisaitl, Clefboom, and Puljujärvi. Let's see, we got Jordan Glass here. Glass. 20 years old, drafted in 2024. Nice little pick there in the system. Once again, no shortage of prospects. Plenty of guys. 7th round pick there. That's a nice pick, 21 years old. And a 3rd round pick there. So really, Edmonton's hitting on those late round picks. Big time. Here we are with the Fleur Panthers. They have a stacked little bit of a team here. They got Neil Mara, 1st round pick. Here's just Timothy Sawyer, 91 overall, 2022 he was drafted. Versey, 2021, 84 overall. Who we have here? Nolan Foote, 2019 1st overall. Nice. I mean, you'd think he'd be better. Zadina, 86 overall. He was drafted in the very first draft, 3rd overall. So, compared to the guys, we'll have to check out Hischier and Nolan Patrick and see what they turn into to see if that was a good pick or not. I mean, it's going to be a good pick, but just to see how he compares to the guys, see if any of those guys have struggled compared to how he is right now. A couple nice picks here: undrafted free agent signing, and 5th round pick, low elites. Very nice there for Florida. Nice to see the computer grabbing up a couple of those guys. Los Angeles, wow, they've got a lot of elites too. They've been drafting well. And look at their team; they're mostly guys who are undeveloped, so it's all new guys there. They have Drew Doughty still on the squad, 84 overall, but look at it. Mostly all new guys. Was that Vladimir Tarasenko there? Yes, it was. They got Vladimir Tarasenko on the squad. Very nice pickup. Let's see. We got Dwayne Black. I remember when he was drafted. He's a good pick. Kalanos, 2026, he's got to develop. Rome, he's developing nicely. 1st overall pick. So it really looks like they've been getting these good picks because they've been struggling mightily so far in the NHL, in the CHL. Again, prospects, can't really go over this too much because they're just stacked to the brim with guys just like every other team is so far. Minnesota, Bellamy, 84 overall, drafted in 2024. Nice pick there. He's developing nicely. Here's a low elite who's developed, 85 overall. Jorgen Soderstrom, age 23, drafted in the 4th round. Wow, that's a heck of a pick. That's what I would call a steal. We got Adrian Wong here, medium top 6, 24 years of age. He's got 2 more years left to develop, so we'll see what he can become. Plankinov, we let him go at the end of last season just because he wanted too much money and we had too many prospects that I didn't really want to have to give up one of them to keep him just because we drafted those guys. I'd like to keep them. He's a guy from out of the system who we brought in. Nice that we won a cup with him, but we sent him on his way with a nice Stanley Cup ring on his finger as well. So let's go in the system. Couple low elites here. Let's go Kosinyu. 2025 draft, 1st overall, 24th pick, so that's a nice little steal there. Lucas Kern, low elite, nice pick there, and then again stacked with prospects. Montreal Canadiens, Goldobin, 5th round pick, he's 81 overall, he's got plenty of years to develop though. 5th round pick again, so they're the 5th round pick team, 78 overall, Timo Kiprasov. You guys are going to be pretty disappointed. I'm pronouncing these names pretty well right now. All right, and that's the team right there. Let's go in the system, see what else they've got. Again, stacked with prospects. Very nice to see. Nashville Predators, Dahlin, 89 overall. Dahlin, those digits. Rasmus Dahlin, almost done developing, though. So our Raymond is better than he is, and he's only 22, 23 years old, I think he is now. Jeffrey Popovic. 85 overall, nice pick there. He's only 20 years old, so he'll develop for a couple more years. Samuel Clausen, same deal. He's got 4 more years of development left. 3rd round pick. He's already rated as a 2nd line forward. Then we have Billy Maxwell, 81 overall, 4th round pick right there. Let's check in the system. They got 1 elite. Dave Knight drafted in the 2nd round. Nice to see there. 20 years old, 77 overall, so he'll be ready maybe in a year or 2. Let's go back to the main roster. Down to the New Jersey Devils. Here's our boy Rick Hall, drafted 1st overall in 2023, 21 years old, high elite. I mean, he's there. He's at that high elite stage, that's for sure. Gagliardi, 1st round pick. Let's see, Graham, 3rd round pick. That's a nice pick right there. Landry, 1st round pick, and Saunders, 4th round pick. Okay, so some nice picks there, and those guys have developed very nicely. Hischier has developed to an 87. So, I mean, from what we've seen from 1st round picks, I mean, that's pretty good. That's I guess you would say that's in the middle, a little bit maybe on the lower side, but still not bad. 87 overall. Clapperton here, low elite. 4th round pick. He's got plenty of years to develop, though. And again, stacked with prospects, plenty of them. No shortage at all. The Islanders, Matthew Barzal has developed nicely. Ex-Morrow, medium top 4, drafted in the 1st round. So really, guys, they have been missing on some picks, it looks like. Jean Foucault, 19 years old. He's got plenty of time to develop. Meyer, undrafted free agent signing. Other than that, they've got the prospects, but in the NHL, it's not showing from their picks. They need to step it up and make some better picks maybe, because they've been letting it down. What's the 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick? Man, 7th defenseman in the 2nd round. That's a terrible pick. That's terrible. New York Rangers. Let's go. Ooh, they got a nice set of prospects here on their main roster too. Stu, 1st round pick here. They took him in the most recent draft. Let's see, 2026. Lundmark, 3rd round pick, but he's got a couple more years to develop. And then Stasiak, 1st round pick 6 years ago, 24 years of age. Who's this? Christopher Hartman. I think they offered me a trade for him, but I didn't take it. No, it was Ryan Hartman, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't want no 80 overall. Come on, man, thinking I'm stupid. But, yeah, nice prospects. A lot of top 6 forwards there, so they're making a lot of good picks. A lot of good overalls, too. In the system, Turgeon, most recent draft, 3rd round. Very nice to see. And then, of course, they got loaded up on prospects. Artois, Shabbat, 88 overall still. They got this Bruce Almond, 1st round pick, high, top 6 forward, so that's pretty good. He's developed to where he should be, and they have a couple more top 6 forwards there in the system. They have 2 elites, Burke, 3rd round pick, and Fisher, a 3rd round pick as well. Burke, 77 overall already at 19 years old for a low elite. That's pretty good. And this name, which I wouldn't even bother to pronounce because you guys would just tear me apart. I think I mentioned it in one of the videos before, Gervais Chouinard or something. It's like a Canadian French name. It's 2 names mixed together. I don't know, you guys. But come on, this game's trying to cheat me on that stuff. Philadelphia, Bancroft, 1st round pick there. And then we got our boy Donald Jung, the Maurice Richard Trophy recipient, 87 overall right there. Tomanin, 82 overall for a 6th round pick. Man, that's a nice pick. Provorov, Couturier, Robbie Fabry's on the team now. Nolan Patrick, what's he? 83 overall. So, wow, they missed a little bit on that pick. He hasn't developed as well as the Dina Orhichie, and let's see there, his production so far has never had a 50-point season. Wow. So that's pretty disappointing, especially with guys like Jung on the team. They got 3 low elites, 70 overall, AJ Blake, Vatanen undrafted, very nice to see there, and a 7th round pick. Wow. Man, so those 7th round picks are even more impressive than the undrafted players. Let's go back to the main roster. Down to my team, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's go. Let's go, Pens. Oh, just a stacked roster here. Probably the best roster I've seen so far. Just loads of top 6 potential here. Daniel Sprong, heck of a pick in real life. Tobias Reeder, what a great pickup there. Jet Wu, can't get a better name than that in the league. Let's see what they've got. Ooh, Phil Kessel, the stud. He's still there, tearing up 85 overall at 38 years old. He's one of the best guys hanging around for. And there's his stats. Wow. I mean, I think someone added up his goals or his points in the past couple seasons, and it's just unreal. His career numbers are unreal, boys. He's one of the greatest players to ever live. Man, that's just insane that he's been able to hold that. Look at all those 20-goal seasons. That is literally 37 goals there in 2014, and then just look at that. Since we got to 2020, he had 1 bad year, and then ever since then, 20 goals. Guy is a stud. Guy's a stud. Best player in the league by far. Let's check out there in the system. Again, literally stacked to the brim. Who is this guy they got here? 1st round pick, 5th overall. They don't miss. The Pens make the best picks ever. Even better than me, some would say. Brock Camper there, 76 overall. A nice 5'8" as well. Dupont, undrafted free agent signing. You know, Pittsburgh always goes out and gets those guys. Geispers, Julius, 5th round pick, hitting on those late round picks, and then Yannick there, another 4th round pick. He'll develop beautifully, and the Penguins will be back playing us for a Stanley Cup in no time. All right, but let's go to a lesser team, the San Jose Sharks. They got this guy McAllister. I mean, he's half decent, 21 years old. It's a bit old, high elite. I mean, you could be better. He could be a franchise player, but he's not, so it's probably what he's going to max out as about an 86. Okay, I'm done with the homer stuff. I'm just going to knock it off now. Back down here, Adams, 1st round pick. He's pretty decent. Ethan Law, 19 years old. Wow, he's still young. 84 overall. That's a heck of a pick right there. Morita, first round, 12th overall, 81. Let's see, Bausma and some name I can't pronounce. Eberle, a nice little free agent pick up there. Wow, nice. Markkanen, a 7th round pick as well. Hopefully he develops for them because I like those 7th round stories. Down to the St. Louis Blues, we have Guerrero here, 82 overall. He's 25 years old, 4th round pick. He's developed nicely, I guess, but you'd like more from a low elite, but I guess 82 overall, can't really complain with, what was that, a 4th round pick too. Let me lower the mic a little bit. All right, and then they got a lot of guys to develop here who have been developing. It looks like, what's this guy's name? Sammy Niku, 2015. Wow, surprised he's still in the league. We got a couple guys here. Toby Street, 1st round pick there, 23rd overall. 3rd round pick here, Spiller. And Friesen, a 7th round pick. Wow, a lot of these 7th round guys. And then they got obviously, like every other team, stacked with the prospects. Tampa Bay, not a lot there. They got these 2 guys who probably on their bottom 6 pairing for defense. In the system, they have 1 low elite. Why is this guy not in the NHL? Come on, Peter Tyupkin. There we go. Peter Tyupkin, 80 overall. For some reason, they don't think he's good enough to play in the NHL over one of these 2 guys. I guess, they just want to develop the other guys more, I guess. I don't know. Toronto, the guy that we could have had if we didn't grab Mathews from them, Zan Canero. He's a first-line forward, 90 overall, not bad there. Clint Nash, 4th round pick there. Good pick, 24 years old. And they obviously have Marner, Morgan Riley, and Nylander, who have all developed very nicely. And they have Jake the Snake Gensel, 85 overall. What a pick up there. Jesus Creamer, our boy, struggling to develop. He's listed as a 4th-line guy. Maybe we should go out and make a trade for him and grab him. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. Would you like to see Jesus Creamer? Or maybe it's Jesus Creamer on the squad. Main roster, let's go back. Vancouver Canucks, they got the boy, the man, the myth, the legend, Bryce Bumgarner. High franchise at only 24 years old, 95 overall, still developing. And then they have Ross McDonald, a 4th round pick. Very nice pick there, 85 overall. What's the guy? Ian Weller here, 83 overall, so a nice pick there. And then they got some guys who've already developed. Skinner looks like he's dropping off a bit, 34 years of age. And then they have a lot of question marks on their squad. They have to get these guys to develop. Rensfeld, 2nd round pick there, 65 overall, Magnus. He has some years to develop, and then they got a lot of question marks with these low potential guys to see. But then they got some medium top 9 guys, so hopefully that balances them out a little bit. Down to our Vegas Knights, and before we see this, boys, hold on to your butt cheeks because they might fall off your ass with how insane my team looks right now. All right, ready? Let's go. Boosh. Look at that. First, we got Casey Hodges. You probably already saw who was below him. Casey Hodges there, our medium franchise, 18 years old. We drafted in the first overall pick when we traded up. And then we signed Connor McJesus to a $16 million contract for 2 years to help us get some more Stanley Cups. We got 1, then we got Crombeen. We signed him to a big deal. That's another way you can tell how these guys might develop is if you try to give them an 8-year deal and they ask for like $10 million when they're 80 overall, that means that they're probably going to get pretty good, and the game knows that. So it's going to adjust it accordingly. So if you have a guy who's 80 overall, medium elite, 20 years old, and you offer him an 8-year deal, and he only wants $1 million per year, you know he might probably be a bust, and you should probably just like look other ways and get up with him. But we'll follow Crombeen and see how he develops, or is that going to be a terrible offered contract by me for a guy who I think had 20 points last season and then 8 in the playoffs. So we'll see how that looks. The fans are not happy, but we got to prove them wrong. Raymond Martinez listed as the top 2 defenseman, 92 overall, led the team in scoring last year. We got him on a good little deal there. Still has plenty of time to develop. The rest of our elites, Camper, Koivunen, Chad LaRose. You see our low elites, they've been developing. They're pretty much getting up around that 22, 23-year-old range, and then they get somewhat NHL ready. So we can see that there. Scrivens, and then we have Shea. Brandstrom's finally topped out at an 82. but he's a very good player as well. Let's go to the in the system, show you those guys. Like other teams have low top sixes, we have low elites. Kwong, Boychuk, Devin, Esposito, Forrest, Scott, Giordano, Kozvankov, Reiger, Lampman, Ludwig, and then that's it. And then we have Burgundy. But as you see, these guys are starting to develop. 24 years old, 75 overall. So you're hoping it's these last couple of years. 23 years old, 77 overall. Another one, 24 years old, 76, 25, 76. So this is a guy you might want to watch out for. But as you just see, these guys have the chance to develop. And, I mean, they're getting to those years where they should be getting better. They should get NHL serviceable, but they're just not there yet. Let's go back down. We have the Washington Capitals, McIntyre. I don't know what I was going for that one. Buchnevich, I think that's his name. Pavel. And then let's see, is Ovechkin still in the league or has he retired? He's retired. And there's our boy Reed Duke, 80 overall. We let him go. We don't want him no more. First Vegas Knights player, I think. Sorry, buddy. not on my team. In the system, Washington's actually got some good players. Weircock, he was an undrafted free agent. Spurgeon, third-round pick there by Minnesota, actually. Smithson, third-round pick as well. And let's go down to Nichushkin. I can just do that, too. Yeah, I could just be doing that. And Nichushkin was an undrafted free agent as well. I really wanted to sign that guy, but we didn't have enough contract space for him because I love that name, Stanislav Nichushkin. Oh, boy, and I'm looking at the Pens game. Antiniemi's in net, boys. Oh, hold your buttholes. I'm scared of that one, too. Terry James, 88 overall, first-round pick. He looks pretty good. And then where's Patrick Lyon? 92 overall. Very nice pick there. He's a beast. Stud and a half. In the system, we have Early, our boy, 23 years of age, 77 overall. Come on, man. Get into the NHL. Medium elite, though, so he should get there. Stanislav Alexandrov, 7th-round pick. Hopefully he gets there a year younger than Early. And only a couple overall less, but he's got some time. He's got some time to develop. He should be good. Let's go check. I think that's the at for that. Let's go look at goalies. We'll go through this a little quicker because the game's on and I want to watch. Zykov here, first-round pick in 2018. Nice pick there in the system. They have a medium elite goalie. When was he taken? 5th round. Okay. Let's go back down. Arizona, Davis, 91 overall. Guy's a stud. Jesus, 2018 draft was strong. This guy they took very recently, LeBlond, main roster. Boston, nobody really. Holmqvist, when was he drafted? 2019 as well. We got Blackburn, 2026, medium starter. Not a bad pick there for where he was drafted. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, finally done developing, 85 overall. Not a bad little pick there in the system. Let's see what they got. Oh, come on, Niemi, don't fucking give up a goal in the first minute. Wade Peterson, taken 20th overall in the most recent draft. Main roster. Calgary, nothing really special there. Gillies in net. We'll take a look at him when we go back in. Some medium starters there. Gillies, who is this guy? 2012, okay. We've already looked in the system. Let's see, we got Carolina, nothing really special there. Scott Darling is still there. Dmitry Zuizin, nice pick there for the very last pick of the draft. That's not bad. Main roster, Chicago. Let's see what they got. No goalies in the NHL, no goalies in the AHL. So they might be struggling with that. Colorado's in the same boat. They have a medium elite goalie there. 82 overall. Why is this guy not in the NHL? Come on, 2022, 82 overall. Who do they have in the NHL? Fucking get rid of these old-ass guys. Jesus, Colorado. No wonder you suck. Korpisalo, 87 overall at 32 years of age. I heard he drops off pretty quickly. Ooh, we got a medium franchise goalie there, 2025, 2nd overall. Nice little pick there. Peluso. Let's see, 2nd-round pick in the most recent draft, medium elite, so they are set in goalie. Columbus is. They always seem to have good goalies. Alster. This looks. I think this was the guy who won the what was it? The Calder Memorial Trophy. A year in the past. Let's see what else they got. Anyone else in the system? Breeze Bowes. Nothing really else. Hopefully he develops. He can be a backup for him. Gravel, he's taking an early draft. Not really going to bother looking at him. Edmonton. Ooh, Alexander Emlyn, 2020 draft. Elite goalie, but he's listed as a medium starter, so that's good for them. 87 overall. In the system, nothing too crazy. They got a medium backup goalie there, 80 overall, so he'll be good. That's not a bad pick. Then they got Sergeyev, second-round pick as well, 2018. I already looked at the system. Come on. All right. Florida, Oda. They got Mathews, Oda, starting goalie, taken in the second round, 86 overall. Not a bad pick there. In the system, let's see what they got. A couple starting goaltenders. The Kings, they have their, an undrafted free agent goalie right there at elite potential. That's a nice pickup. Nothing really in the AHL. Minnesota, nothing really crazy there. Nothing really crazy there either. Montreal, no goalies, no Carey Price. That's disappointing. Hopefully this guy can grow a couple more overall to make him serviceable to them. Nashville, they got this Hansen guy, 2020 draft, 24 years old. Can still develop in a couple more years, but we'll see. And a couple starting goaltenders there. New Jersey, let's take a look. Richards, 25 years old though, so he's pretty much done. So he really didn't pan out to his medium elite potential. Okay, and let's go down to the Islanders. Soderstrom, he's taking 2014, still hanging on to his 84, and Bobrovsky there. But they got a couple goalies. Why? 84 and 82, and then they have two medium elite goalies, 82 and 83. Just get rid of the other guys. Then they have Subban, 81 in the AHL. Why do they have all these goalies, New York? Why do you do this? 2022 draft, 22 years old. He's listed as a backup goalie, so he's going to probably hit a wall and then wall in. These guys should be their starters. Put them in. Fuck. Why are you doing this? The Islanders, Pagodin, wow. Or the Rangers, Noah Pagodin. 26 years of age, done developing, but hey, 88 overall, can't beat that. 2018 looked like it was a strong year for rookie goaltenders. This guy here taking 2023. Let's see. I haven't yet seen, I don't think I have seen it yet, a goalie who was top 5 pick so far in this GM mode. I don't know if I missed it or not, but let me know in the comments below, guys, if you've seen anybody. I don't recall any goaltenders being taken in the top 5. It's all just starters or just forwards or defensemen. Carter Hart there. He's developed. What a nice hairstyle. Looks like he has a fucking toupee on and lipstick. Oh, my God. And then nothing crazy there. Philadelphia. Down to Pittsburgh. Greatest team. Matt Murray still stepping it up. 89 overall at 32 years of age. In his prime. Still looks like a baby boy. They're still hunting for that goaltender of the future as well, though. San Jose, Voinov, 89 overall. Wow, Yuri Voinov taken in the second round. See, this is what I mean, guys. All these goalies you see taken either late first round, second round, or third round. We're not really seeing a lot of guys taken like the 4th to the 7th round. So really, that's the time for goalies. So if you're looking at picks, I'd really suggest that. You can get a starter goalie, but all the elites that we've seen so far have really been in that late first to second round range. So that's something to keep an eye on. A couple elite goalies here. See again, first. Oh, he's a 6th overall pick. So that's one. That's one I haven't seen. It's not top 5. It's very, very close. It's one off, but still no top 5 goalies. And then we have an undrafted guy as well. Let's take a look at Tampa Bay, who the Penguins are playing right now. Vasilevsky still holding on to his 91 overall, and then no goalies in the minors. Let's take a look at Toronto. No goalies here. They got Paco. Chris Paco. Nice name there. Let's go down a little bit to Vancouver. Vermette, a nice little backup to Demko there. Let's see when he was drafted 7th round. Okay, so this is a medium elite goalie drafted in the 7th round of the 2022 draft. Nice little pick there. And then in the system, they don't really have a ton. Down to us, let's see. We got Alto, a low elite goalie who we drafted 2019 in the 5th round. Who has developed into a good backup. Very, very solid guy. And then we got Peter Mrazek in net, 34 years old, hanging on to that 86. Gotta love it. Then we got our boy Kennins, who we drafted in the 4th round, who was listed to go undrafted, first off. Medium franchise goalie. Only 74 overall so far. So, he's got 2 more years to develop. So is he going to have some huge spikes? He's finally listed as a minor league backup goalie this year. So we'll play him in that role. But, guys, what are we going to do with him? He's a medium franchise who's not going to develop. That's pretty disappointing. Vikingstad, medium elite, 24 years old, 80 overall, so he could be a backup goalie in the NHL, but we have Alto instead. And then Young, this guy, I'm probably going to try to trade away just because we can't really use him because I'd rather develop Kennins than him. So we'll see if we end up making a mistake about that. And I'd rather have Vikingstad for the name. But you know what's probably going on with Kennedy is same thing that happened with Yager. He's probably gambling too much, and it's really messing with his career. But let's go down. Washington Capitals, 2 illegal. Wow, they're stacked in net. Pitton, second-round pick there, and Fost, a first-round pick. Very nice picks there. Goaltender, 91 and 87 overall. Wow. It looks like they offered to extend him too. Offer sent. Wow. Before the season starts, they already offered to extend their goaltender. So I mean, that's pretty cool. The computers are going out there and doing stuff like that. Braden Holtby is in the AHL. Very nice, very nice. Let's go main roster. Down to the last team, the Winnipeg Jets. Eric Comrie and Hellebuyck, still same. They've been rolling with. Same, no different. And then there they've got nobody else really. Let's go back up to the top. All right, let's go take a look at the lines. Oh, man, Antiniemi, he just gave up a fucking goal. Fuck you, Niemi. Dallas, take him the fuck back. Pittsburgh, we don't want him anymore. Why? Slater Cuckoo. Fuck. God damn it. All right, so this is the first line. This is the lines of the Anaheim Ducks. I'll just go through this real quick. We already looked at all the guys. So decent little team there. Decent defense. Let's go look at goalies. There we go. There's Zykov taking over Gibson's role. We'll just go through offense and defense just because we already looked at the goalies just then. Phoenix, or Arizona, I guess I should say, looks very good. They're stacked. Very deep team as well. Defense, not so much on defense. Churchin and Oliver Ekman-Larsson hopefully can anchor those weak defensive core. We got Buffalo, or no, this is Boston here. Vander Kane, Toms, Pasternak, and then they kind of drop off a little bit. Third line's still good. Fourth line, be right around where you expect it to be. Defense, there you go. That's what the defense looks like. Derek Pouliot still in the NHL. 90 overall. McAvoy's on the second line. Why? I guess maybe because it's the preseason, so they don't maybe have the lines like correct. I don't know. But Jack Eichel, 92 overall, 29 years old, right in his prime. Let's see. They got a deep team too. Wow. So teams are starting to get stacked. It looks like NHL 17 up in here. Let's go back down to Carolina. This is what their roster looks like. Not bad. Why is Teravainen? He's listed as a third line scorer. How is 84 overall listed as a third line scoring forward? I mean, he is too, and he's a second line forward. I mean, I guess he's because he's older. Teravainen's only 23, but like Dano, really? Why would you play him above Teravainen? I guess I don't know. They know something I don't. 89 overall. Hannafin playing on the second line as well. Let's go look at Columbus. That's what their team looked like. Pierre-Luc Dubois, one of the two, I don't know. Defense looks pretty solid there. Got 3 elite guys. Calgary, this is what their team looks like. Kachuk, Gaudreau, and Monahan, all studs. Defense, Brulette and Hamilton anchoring it down on the first line. Chicago, they have a decent team, probably one of the weaker teams that we've seen so far. Patrick Kane still good enough to play in that second line. He's still listed. He's listed as third line guy. Surprised he's still there. Defense looks pretty solid. Got some good guys there as well. Let's go to Colorado. Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, and Mikko Rantanen on that first line. Veleno on the second there, and then the fourth line really drops off. Defense, struggling on defense as well. Dallas has a good little team. Actually, no, not really. They have pretty much of a basic team there. Defense, they got McLaren and Heiskanen. Nice little picks there. Let's go back up to offense. Detroit. Shane Higgins, Larkin. See, this is what I meant with Detroit. Is they got these studs, 91, 88, 86, 87. And then after that, it's just all trash. Defense, and then they got their 90 on defense. But then after that, it's just like, it's basic. That's just why they aren't really competing for Stanley Cups. I don't even know if they're making the playoffs. Here we have Edmonton. They look pretty decent, pretty basic team. They have a couple nice players up in the first lines, and then pretty much basic down the rest. Clefboom, good on defense there, and then the rest, what you'd expect. Nothing too crazy. No team's really blowing anybody out of the water just now. Nice little first line from Florida. Nice picks there. And then 91 overall Sawyer and Ekblad, 89 overall on those lines. Let's go back to offense. Down to the Kangs. Don't know why he is on the first line, but okay. Tarasenko there as well. Ernest Stewart. He's listed as a first line guy. Come on, put him up there. Decent team there. Maybe they can compete this year. We'll see. Defense is a little bit crap. Minnesota, let's see what they've got. Nothing really too crazy. Defense, I mean, they got Brodin, but that's about it for them. Montreal, probably the weakest team we've seen so far. Jonathan Drew and Galchenyuk look good, but other than that, eeks. Defense is pretty good, though. It's probably one of the stronger defenses we've seen. But defense wins championships, but if you can't score, I don't know what to tell you. New Jersey's probably one of the better teams I've seen just now. Rick Hall, Hischier, Sanders, and McLeod down the middle. It's probably the strongest center core. Defense, let's take a look. Defense is probably, so I mean, I would say let's take a look at their goalie. I would say that'd be the biggest thing holding them back is their goaltending is weak. So maybe we'll trade them young for maybe one of these, maybe like this guy, Bastian. Second line forward playing on the fourth line. Wow, they are literally stacked, stacked to the brim. Let's go to Nashville. Take a look. Forsberg. So the team really hasn't changed too much. Got a lot of the old guys on there. And nothing really too crazy. Defense, Dahlin, Roman Josi, Popovic, Xavier Roulette, Zach Bogosian, and Clinton Fitzgerald. Decent little team there. Let's take a look at the Islanders. Probably, again, one of the weaker teams we've seen. DeBrincat hasn't really developed, but he's been tearing it up in real life for Chicago. There's Chris Kunitz. Oli Mata playing with the Islanders there. Nice little defense. The Rags, let's see what they got. Decent little team. They got some nice depth there. Defense, probably going to hold them back from doing anything special. Ottawa, decent little team here. Again, all these teams look pretty basic. They have nice depth. It's just really those teams that have the depth and then have that one or two stud guys. Those are the teams that are really going to make a difference. Shabbat there as well. One Bucciai, however you pronounce that, was on the defense. Philadelphia looks like absolute trash. Doesn't look like they'll be able to win a game this year. Where's Nolan Patrick, third line? Absolute trash pick. Won that lottery for nothing. Claude Giroux, for some reason, still in the NHL. He should retire and just go grab butts up in Canada. Defense, absolute garbage. Haven't seen a worse defense yet. Let's go back to the offense. And then we got Pittsburgh, absolutely stacked to the brim with players. I mean, it's almost unfair that the commissioner would let this happen. I mean, look at this. Adam Ernie on your fourth line. Look at that face. Guy's a fucking stud. And then this name, can't even fucking pronounce it. Guy's too good to have his name pronounced. Just goes out there and rips ass. And then we got the defense. Looks like absolute beasts. Brian Dumoulin and Justin Schultz, the old heads, hanging it down in there. Very nice, very nice. San Jose looks pretty good. McAllister there, high elite. He's on the first line. I mean, other than the first line, McAllister, probably not one of the playoff teams we're going to see. Defense is decent. We'll see if that can get them into the playoffs. Oh, we got St. Louis there. Probably another one of the weaker teams, probably just above Philadelphia in weakness. I probably put Philadelphia as the worst team, and then I'd put St. Louis. They're probably down there as well. So let's see. Tampa Bay. Let's see what they've got. Palat, Stamkos, Kucherov, Nameskov. Okay. So they're who we beat in the Stanley Cup Finals last year, so they pretty much have the same team, it looks like. So we'll see if Stamkos and Kucherov can carry them. This is probably why they made the Stanley Cup Finals, is because their defense is stacked. They got a nice little defensive core there. Toronto, they have a nice team. First and second line's looking good. Third and fourth line just depends on how they simulate. Defense is pretty decent. Let's go back and see who we got next. Vancouver, Baumgartner on the first line. Gotta love it. Other than that, see if he can carry the team. Elias Peterson there as well. He was in the first 2017 draft. Yeah, 5th overall. Defense, Oli Ulevi. Looking pretty good. Defense overall looks pretty good for Vancouver there. Down to Winnipeg. Did we skip? I guess we didn't get to see Vegas. I'll have to show that separately. First and second lines for Winnipeg are absolutely stellar. Third and fourth lines, defense. First line defense is pretty decent, and then second and third, again. And then Washington here, weak team as well. Kuznetsov, I don't think he has enough to carry the team. Defense, pretty weak as well. Bowie there, 86 overall is best they're going to get. Edit lines for us, so you guys can take a look at what we're rolling with. Let's go there. All right, there we go. This is our team. We got Weeman, who was our big playoff performer last year. with Connor McDavid on the first line, Tuck, who's been a lifetimer, a lifer here with us in Vegas. And then we got Sheldon Sarich, who is on his last year of development, who's turned out to be a pretty decent player. Austin Mathews, Granlund, who's fallen a little bit. He's 81 overall now. Hodges, Suzuki, my boy, with Mr. Wheels. Let's take a look at his speed again. Wow, 99s. Chad LaRose, who I like, or Craig LaRose, who I like on the squad, 25 years old. Hopefully he develops in the next 2 years to a little bit higher. Scrivens, who I liked playing with. Jake Crombie, who we gave the big deal to, and Koivunen. Defense looks like this. We have a pretty solid team right now. I think first and second line defense, and then it just depends on how these guys do. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I know it was probably freaking long as hell. The game's already, what are we? We're 10 minutes into the game already, and I started with this video at like 6:10, I think. So, long one here for you guys today, but I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already, and thanks for all the support, guys. I mean, over 1,400 last time I looked. I didn't even think I was going to hit 100 subs, and have this just happen is absolutely insane. So, thank you guys so much. Video's going to keep coming out. Still grinding over here, even though I'm doing pretty good for right now. Not doing well enough. Not going to stop till I hit a milli. But thanks for watching, boys. Peace.